17, 18 mil. Hello and welcome to today's vlog. Thanks for joining me on another one. Today I wanted to answer a question. I'll put that question up on screen that I got asked in one of my YouTube videos. I think as photographers and vloggers we talk without really thinking about what we're saying too much, and this is mainly aimed at beginners to photography. If you know about photography, I don't mind if you want to go and check out one of my other videos. So I want to aim this at sort of new people to photography, the beginners sort of side of the photography world. As photographers, we're always saying, I know I am for sure, I'm always saying, oh, I'm shooting at 10 mil, but what does millimeter or mil mean? What does it mean? So I wanted to make this video. I'm forever saying it in my videos. So as I say, shooting at 22 mil, 10 mil, as I said, about 90 mil, I'm at 10 mil. But I don't really explain what that means. So this video should hopefully, it won't go into the sort of expert mode of things. It'll just be a beginner's guide, as it were. So the higher the millage, as it were, the longer the zoom. So I've got 3 lenses at the moment. I shoot with my long lens, which is my 70 to 200. So this is a zoom lens, so it can shoot at 70 mil and it can shoot up to 200 mil and anywhere in between. The human eye is arguably about 50 mil, around that sort of area. So this will zoom in more than your eye could and give you a shot that you wouldn't necessarily see. I also shoot with my 10 to 22, so that's a wide angle lens, so the shot will be wider. You'll get more in, you'll get more foreground in, you'll see more this way at 10 mil, and then obviously you can zoom in to 22, which is slightly more zoomed in. I also have a 50 mil, which is a single focal lens. There's no zoom on it at all, and that's a prime lens, and arguably prime lenses are sharper than zoom lenses because of the trade-off when zooming, but that's not saying that all prime lenses are better than zoom lenses. There are zoom lenses that are better than prime lenses. So if I was in the Lake District and there was, not that I particularly like lone trees, but if there was a lone tree in the far off distance and I wanted to get a shot just of that lone tree, I would pull out my 70 to 200 mil lens, because I could spin it round to 200 and I should hopefully be able to get a closer shot of said tree. If I was in the Lake District again, for example, and there was a lake and I wanted to get everything in, or there was a spectacular sunset and I just wanted to capture everything, I could go with my wide angle lens, I could go to 10 mil and I'd be able to get more into the shot. Hopefully that's a very basic lesson into the world of what millimeter means in the world of photography. I wanted to answer that question because I think it's important. I think we can just talk like everyone knows that what we're talking about, but when I started photography, I did a lot of research, and there is a lot more to millimeter in photography, and it can vary depending on the type of camera you've got. If you've got a crop sensor or if you've got a full frame, it can change things. So what might be 50 mil might not be 50 mil if it's put on a different camera. So that's sort of the advanced lesson. But to answer the question, what does millimeter mean in photography? It means the focal length, and it comes down to what you want to get from your photography. If you want to shoot at the same focal length all the time and you be the one who moves in and moves out, then a nifty 50 is perfect for you. But if you want to be able to pick out detail in the landscape a bit more and perhaps retain detail, go to 200 mil and take a panoramic shot, 10 images, and then stitch them together, you'll be able to retain the detail a lot more by doing that and then stitching them together than taking everything in one image with your wide lens. So there's trade-offs for everything, but hopefully that kind of answers the question. If it doesn't, send me an email and I'll try and explain it a bit more. There is more information online, but I did want to kind of focus on the beginner side of stuff a lot more, because I was a beginner. We were all beginners at one point, and I think beginner photography can often be overlooked. So if you've got any more beginner-esque questions, drop them in the comments or send me an email, and I'll try my best to do a few more beginner type videos. I'll find a link which explains more about focal length and stuff from a reputable source, and I'll pop it in the description below so you can find out more if I haven't made that much sense or if I have got it wrong, which is always a possibility. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.